Hi and hello everyone. Today our group we will present on the two questions of sale of goods that fall under Law 299, which is business law. Before we proceed with our presentation, let me introduce our group member first. The first one is me myself, Anisya Syuhada Binti Muhammad Latif. Next is Haslinda Binti Abdullah Abdul Manap, and the last one is Elvina Slvia Rina Anak Singkalang. The first question is from past year question set on subject law 446 June 2015 question 5, and the question is, Sarina is very conscious about her health. One day, she went to Putri Pharmacy and sought advice from the owner pharmacist there for treatment of her oily skin. The pharmacist advised her to apply a lotion with the well-known trade name of Neutrogena on her skin. She then purchased the product, believing that the product could cure her oily skin. However, the condition of her skin worsened after the treatment. She started experiencing irritation and inflammation all over her body. Advised Sarina on whether she has the right to bring an action against Putri Pharmacy pursuant to the Sale of Goods Act 1957. To answer this question, we will use ILEC format. The first one is the issue. The issue of this question is whether Putri Pharmacy can be held liable for the irritation and inflammation suffered by Sarina after using the lotion Neutrogena recommended by the pharmacist for her oily skin condition. Next is law. Based on Section 4 Clause 1 of the Sale of Goods Act 1957, a contract of sale involves the transfer of property in goods from the seller to the buyer for a price, including both a sale and an agreement to sell. Section 16, subsection 1, clause A of the Act further provides that when goods are sold in the course of business and the buyer expressly or impliedly make known the purpose for which the goods are required, there is an implied condition that the goods will be reasonably fit for that purpose. Additionally, the goods must correspond to the description given by the seller and be of merchantable quality, meaning they should be of a standard that a reasonable person would regard as acceptable considering the price and description of the goods. This requirement ensure that the buyer receive goods that meets their needs and expectation as communicated to the seller. This implied condition does not apply if the buyer does not rely or it is unreasonable for the buyer to rely on the seller's skills and judgment. In the case of Mesh and Murrell Limited versus Joseph First Emmanuel Limited 1961, the principle decided by the court in this case is that if the particular purpose is made known by the buyer to the seller, then it is sufficient to rest the presumption that he relies upon the skill and judgment of the seller. As for the application, by applying this to Sarina's case, she entered into a contract of sale with Putri Pharmacy when she purchased the lotion Neutrogena based on the pharmacist's advice. Sarina made known to the pharmacist that she needed a treatment for her oily skin and the pharmacist recommended Neutrogena lotion, implying it was suitable for treating oily skin. Sarina relied on the pharmacist's skill and judgment in selecting the lotion. However, the lotion worsened her skin condition, causing irritation and inflammation, indicating it was not fit for the purpose of treating oily skin. Similar to the case of Mesh and Murrell Limited versus Joseph First Emmanuel Limited 1961, where the goods, which is potatoes, were found not to be of merchantable quality upon delivery. The lotion sold to Sarina was not fit for treating oily skin as it caused adverse effects. This breach of the implied condition of fitness for purpose under Section 16, subsection 1 clause A of the Sale of Goods Act shows that the product sold to Sarina did not meet the reasonable expectation set by the seller's recommendation and Sarina's reliance on the pharmacist's expertise.
To conclude this situation, Sarina have a right to take unlegal action against Putri Pharmacy under Section 16, Clause 1, Clause A of the Sale of Goods Act 1957. This is because Sarina have fulfilled 3 requirements that make her can take legal action against Putri Pharmacy due to damage suffered. Next, we will move to another past year question. The question is, Akila bought 50 pieces of ceramic plate after she was shown a sample by Tasha. 30 pieces of the plate delivered to Akila were of the same green color as the sample, but the other 20 were of different color. Meanwhile, Akila used the 30 pieces of green plate to serve food at her Dr. Forrest's birthday party. However, when hot food was put onto the pallet, they cracked into pieces. To answer the question, we should use ILEC format. First, we need to define the issue of this question. So, the issue in this question is whether Akila can take legal action against Tasha under the Sale of Goods Act 1957 for delivering ceramic plate that do not match the sample in color and for delivering plate that crack while used with hot food.
Next, the Sale of Goods Act 1957 implies several terms in every contract for the sale of goods unless expressly included or modified by the parties. These terms are found in Section 14 to 17 and include conditions and warranties regarding title, quiet possession, freedom from encumbrances, correspondence with description, fitness for a purpose, and merchantable quality. Relevant to Akila case is the implied term under Section 17, which deal with sale by sample. This section implies that the bulk of the good must correspond with the sample in quality. The buyers must have reasonable opportunity to compare the bulk with the sample, and the good must be free from any defect that will not be apparent on a reasonable examination of the sample. The key points related to merchantable quality in Section 17 are as follows. The bulk of the good must correspond in quality which the sample show to the buyers, meaning the good delivered should not only match the sample but also meet the standard of merchantable quality that demonstrated by the sample. The buyers must have a reasonable opportunity to compare the bulk with the sample, ensuring that the buyers can verify that the bulk good meet the expected standard of merchantable quality. Additionally, the goods must be of merchantable quality, meaning they should be of a standard that would be acceptable to a reasonable person, considering the price and description of the good. This implies that the goods should be fit for the purpose for which goods or of that kind are usually used and free from defect that will make them unacceptable in the market. This requirement ensure that goods sold by sample meet the expected quality standard and protect the buyers from receiving substandard goods. So, for application, in Akila case, they purchased 50 ceramic plates after being shown a sample by Tasha. However, only 30 of the delivered plates matched the sample in color, while the other 20 were of different color. This violates the implied condition that the bulk of the good must correspond with the sample. Additionally, when hot food was placed on the 30 green plates, they cracked, indicating they were not of merchantable quality and had defect not apparent from the sample. This situation is similar to the case of Brahman versus Van Ingen 1887, where the court held that good must be free from hidden defect that a reasonable examination would not reveal, even if they match the sample. Therefore, Akila can argue that Tasha breached the implied term regarding correspondence with the sample and merchantable quality. Lastly, in conclusion, Akila had the right to take legal action against Tasha under the Sale of Goods Act 1957. She can reject the non-conforming plates and claim damage for breach of the implied condition that the goods should correspond with the sample in terms of color and be free from hidden defects that affect their usability. Therefore, Tasha may be held liable for delivering goods that fail to meet the implied term of the contract.
That's all from us. Thank you for watching.